Okay, finding the slope from a table. So here we're given a bunch of coordinates, and I kind of showed you how to do this before. But what we've got here, when we're going from number to number, we're going up 3 each time with these. We're adding 3. Okay, and over here, we are adding 6. And it's my change in y, that's what this is, okay? It's changing by a value of 6 over the change in x. And this is actually, oops, I made a mistake. This is actually going down, so this is negative. So I have negative 6 over 3, which is negative 2. Now another way that you could do this is you could take 2 points. So here's one, here's another, and let's use the formula where we have my slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to take this y minus this y over this y minus this y. And it has to be the same order. So if I go here first and then here, and it has to be this one and then this one. Okay, so this gives me 6 on top and a negative 3 on the bottom. So my slope is negative 2, just like what we saw before. Okay, over here we have a unique situation, and that is that we have our y value doesn't change. So it doesn't really matter what's going over here. These are all the same number. So what we have here, if we have the change in y over the change in x, then that means that we have 0 over the change of x, right? I have 0 over x, which gives me 0. So this is a flat line. If I were to graph this, okay, it would be y equals 2, and it would just go across like that. Over here, on the other hand, it's my x value that isn't changing. Okay, so again, I have my change in y over my change in x, and this time I have 0 in the denominator, and we can't have that. So this is undefined. So this one would look like 1, 2, 3, x is negative 3. So it would look like this. You can see it's undefined because it's straight up and down. All right, so I want you to try these. Now the thing is that these are now horizontal instead of vertical, but the concept is the same. So go ahead and pause your video. All right, so let's see what we've got here. We've got x going up by 2's. And we have y going up by 5. And remember, I have y over x. So this is 5 halves. Okay, over here, I see that x is changing. Well, it's not changing, right? It's just plus 0. So I have my change in y, whatever that is. It doesn't, I'm not doing it because it doesn't matter because I've got the same numbers here. Over 0, this is going to be undefined. So I hope that's what you got for those 2 problems. Okay, slope-intercept form. You guys have seen this before. We've talked about it before. I've already asked you some questions about it. So this is basically a review. So a linear equation written in the form y equals mx plus b is in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form. The slope of the line is m, and the y-intercept of the line is b. Okay? I used to call these well, sometimes I'll call them the slopem to help me remember that the slope is an m, and I'll call this the y-intercept. I know it's really dumb, but if it helps you remember that the slope is m and the y is b, you have the slopem and the y-intercept. Okay. Identifying slopes and y-intercepts. Okay, so this one is written in mx plus b form. So I know that my slope is m, so my slope is 3, and my y-intercept is -4. Okay, over here though, is this written in y equals mx plus b form? Is it in slope-intercept form? Sort of. I could rewrite it like this. Y equals 0x plus 6.5, right? Because this one goes, the 0 goes along with the x. So this one, my slope is 0, and my y-intercept is 6.5. Okay, and over here I need to do a little changing around, and I've asked you guys to do this too. You've done this on some warm-ups, I think. So I'm going to get y by itself. So I'm going to add 5x to both sides, or I'm going to take 5x, move it over here, and change the sign. So I have negative y equals 5x minus 2. And now I have a negative y, so I'm going to multiply the whole thing through by a -1, meaning I'm multiplying, I should do this. I'm multiplying both sides by -1. So I get y equals negative 5x plus 2. So my slope is -5, and my y-intercept is 2. Okay, so now I would like you to please try these. And we will, well no, I think I can get these in this video. We'll do it quick, so go ahead and pause. All right, so this one, it's already in y equals mx plus b form. My slope is -6. My y-intercept is 1. This one can be rewritten as 0x plus 8. So my slope is 0, and my y-intercept is 8. And over here, again, I need to get y by itself. So I'm going to move x to the other side and change the sign. So I have 4y equals -x minus 10. And then I need to divide everything through by 4 to get y by itself. So y equals -1/4 x minus 10/4 is the same thing as 5/2, right? When I simplify that fraction. So now my slope is -1/4, and my y-intercept is -5/2. All right, we will do more in the next video.